Hi, I'm Jerry Mikulski, and if you're watching this video, it's very likely you've just heard me say, hey, I have a video on jerrysbrain.com that will help you use my brain. So let's do that. I'm aware that if you go try to browse my brain, it's not the most intuitive thing in the world. I did not develop the software. It's developed by a little company in Los Angeles, and so I have no control over your experience of it, but I can help you get through it more easily. What you're seeing on the screen right now is my brain on my laptop, and every 10 minutes or so, this synchronizes to servers on the web run by thebrain.com in Los Angeles. If you go to jerrysbrain.com, this is the website you'll see, and up top is just a screen capture from my brain, but then you'll see Launch Jerry's Brain in text. So click on that. Click on Launch Jerry's Brain, and it should, if it's behaving well, open a new tab, and then open basically a session with the server that I just talked about. And if you wait 20 seconds or so, it doesn't happen instantaneously, you will see this display. So you will see my brain on the web, which has just been synchronized with my current brain on my laptop. So the data here is completely fresh and up to date. What you will not see is thoughts. Every node is called a thought that I have marked as confidential, as private to me. And that's less than 1% of all the thoughts, so don't worry about that. And then just to start looking for things, this welcome thought is actually the first place most people come to. Just to make things a little bit easier, you may want to go down here where there's a little chasing arrows symbol, which in this case rotates the display to be horizontal instead of vertical, which is the default. And just the way I've built my brain, it just works better in horizontal mode. Other people use the node space a lot, and so theirs works better in vertical mode. But I recommend you do that. And then if you mouse over this horizontal bar, you can actually pull it down till it sort of runs out of room to maximize the blue space, which is actually the brain space. And so now you're basically in my brain. You can now browse, and down here on the left is a little search box. So if you click there and start typing something like cocktails, and don't hit return, you don't need to hit return, and all of a sudden the brain will quickly look up, okay, maybe not so quickly, but it'll look up and show you thoughts in my brain that have the word cocktail. So here's lots of cocktail thoughts. There's 3 Cynar cocktails to make it home, but the top one is the one you want, which is just cocktails. And if you click on it, which I just did, it will take you to the thought cocktails in my brain. So we have just jumped through the at this point, 412,000 thoughts or nodes in my brain to the one called cocktails, and then you can figure out that a gimlet, so click on a thought and it moves into the middle. A gimlet is made with gin. It was named after Sir Thomas Gimlet, or Gimlet, I have no idea. Knight's Cross, I guess. And it's made also with Rose's lime juice, which I hope is under limes. Good, limes and sugar, basically. And was created by this fellow Lachlan Rose. That's why it's called Rose's lime juice. And so as you click on a thought, it rotates into the middle. The brain's display is such that there's always one thought in the middle. It's called the active thought, and other things are connected to it. If you watch the other videos on this website, you will see how these things are arranged and how to add thoughts and a few other things. But at this point, you should be off and running. So the search bar on the lower left is your pathway to finding things that are interesting to you. So good luck. Send me email if you have any questions, and happy braining. Thanks.